What makes a house an outstanding home? We've asked the people of Scotland to enter their homes for Scotland's Home of the Year. Now our judges are considering the top 3 from each region, choosing one to go through to our national final. Scoring them on design, style and amazing architecture are expert interior designer Anna Campbell-Jones. She's been injecting flair into people's homes for nearly 30 years.
From an interior design perspective, what I'm looking for in a home is heart, soul and originality.
Blogger Kate Spears. Her lifestyle and interiors advice inspires millions of online followers.
I'm looking for a home that feels lived in and loved, somewhere that is personable, charming and a joy to be in.
And architect and lecturer Michael Angus. He mentors the next generation of design talent.
So what I am looking for in a home is for it to be exceptional in its ability to embrace, to entertain, and to exalt.
But in the end, only one house will be Scotland's Home of the Year. Today, our judges are visiting the shortlist from Lothian. And they're starting with a corner tenement in Leith, Edinburgh. Built in 1815, Matt's called it home since 2019. The flat was dilapidated and outdated, but Matt saw the potential in its period features.
I really wanted to buy the flat because of the beautiful cornice work. And then it was really a journey of kind of restoration, conservation after that. I did all the work in the flat myself. It was just kind of like an evolving process as I discovered new things and I had new ideas of how to improve things. I think it's important to showcase the heritage and history of the building. I discovered in the wall there was a cigarette packet from 1920s. It's a really, really interesting bit of local Leith heritage.
Castle Glimpse has a large living room, bathroom and 3 bedrooms. To make the most of the smallest bedroom, a mezzanine level has been installed by Matt. Hidden treasure found in the renovation is displayed in the kitchen dining area.
This is my favourite place in the home because I can play the piano and I love playing the piano and I can swivel round and look at the fire.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owner.
Look at this perfect front door. I love when people put effort into making it look beautiful.
So we're looking in a very vibrant area.
Yeah, it's noisy, isn't it?
Shall we go inside?
Let's do it. Oh, another beautiful front door, this time in a sunshine yellow.
Sunshine on Leith, eh?
I love this archway. How adorable.
Everywhere you look, there's different
Which
colours.
way to go? Oh, look at these. Look, it's almost what it looked. God, what a state it was. Oh. That must be the homeowner there, look.
You look so happy to be renovating. I don't remember looking like that.
I think that one looks as if that's the kitchen, which looks as if it's this room. Shall we have a look?
Yeah. I love that there's no door. Wow.
I love the details on the ceiling. I find that it kind of draws your eye up, especially as there's no cornicing in here. It's such a fun way to sort of make the most of that space.
It's beautiful colours, isn't it? I mean, it's a lovely painting. I lovely the way you see also, you know, you think about these buildings that from the outside, the stone is so sharp and cleanly cut, you know, and then you actually see how these stone walls are built. And they're just kind of thrown together, the bits of brick and all sorts. You end up with a wee sort of accidental shelf happening. It's quite interesting. It's a funny proportioned room, this. I wonder if it's been...
There's a slight change in ceiling height here. It would have been very unusual to have that giant archway going straight into a kitchen.
Kitchen. You would have thought that would have taken into a bigger room or something, yeah. Yeah.
And I've just noticed that it's got a floor lamp. It's a Guzzini floor lamp. That's a real classic. I've got the table lamp version of this. And I love the way when it's illuminated, it glows in this kind of apricot colour, which is picked up with the wall.
Feels like the homeowner has really embraced the sort of quirks that come with an old building. Look at the sort of shabby, cracked fireplace here. It's so fun with all the sort of relics on top. Look at this.
That's a relic of someone.
It's a bit of a giveaway.
And all these little old pieces. Do you think maybe they were found during the renovations?
They're relics, aren't they? These are old things. Look at that. There's the old round pin plugs that used to be used. I mean, I remember them.
It's really nice that they're not kind of sweeping history away and doing a kind of complete brand new sparkly renovation, that part of the story of the renovation is being shared with anybody who visits this home. Oh, well, we've got a proper drawing room here, haven't we?
It's busy.
Look!
What can you see?
I've got a castle glimpse. Isn't that amazing to be able to see Edinburgh Castle from all the way down here in Leith? What a wonderful view.
Look at all the original details in this room. The cornicing, that is just incredible, isn't it? It looks very pristine, actually, considering the age of the building. And they've made it pop with this lovely blue, and it just feels like you're completely mesmerised by it.
And I found the heart.
Oh.
Right here, obviously, to play the piano, sitting in this fantastic little arch, up against these beautifully detailed Corinthian capitals, you know, based on the acanthus leaves.
This is such a busy room, isn't it? We've got a sofa here, and the piano over here, and then I guess a workspace against this wall. So there's, you know, a lot happening. But actually, I think with a period property like this, you can go totally full on and have so much clutter in a space, and it always just looks like it was meant to be like that. It actually really works in here.
So there's like a big giant archway, and then...
Go to the baby arch.
Let's go through the baby arch. More creative mural making here.
This is so clever. This is amazing.
It's like a walk-in wardrobe with...
I'm going up.
Yeah, go on.
You can't stop me.
Up to the attic.
What a brilliant den.
Such a great use of space, because I'm not too sure what you'd do with this room otherwise. And here you are, whole closet and a spare room.
Well, that's the thing about these buildings, because you had this height, so you could do these type of things. It's fantastic, isn't it?
And you get a brilliant view from up here. Although, maybe a little exposed.
I mean, you'd never have had a window this size into a room this small, so something's obviously been altered here, and that's new. You can see that the cornice stopped, so this has all been made this size.
It's been made the exact width of the length of a bed.
Oh, that was lucky.
The judges will now mark Castle Glimpse out of 10, with functionality, distinctiveness and design in mind. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed. Michael will keep his score a secret.
It's obviously been a real labour of love, and one of my favourite things is standing in a hallway and looking into all the spaces and being able to see a fully formed explosion of colour. The homeowner's creative and confident, and I think that they could have gone further with the design of the actual kitchen itself. I'm going to give this home a 9.
I think with this home, the homeowner hasn't felt like he was defined by the building. He had a really good eye for colour. It wasn't the colours you'd expect to find in a tenement, but it was definitely very vibrant and punchy. He'd had some fun with it, introduced some geometric murals, and packed in a lot of character to the home. I'm going to give this home a 9.
It's really bold, what's been done, really brave. I actually feel as if I've stepped into one of the many paintings that's hanging on the wall. You get this sense that this home pulls itself together with the architecture, with the construction, and the decoration seems to be somehow sucking those textures and colours out and applying them onto the surfaces of the walls. Beautiful.
The next home to face the judges is in Edinburgh's city centre. The Doric house was designed by William Henry Playfair and built in 1824. It's home to Craig and husband Nick. It was an extensive search to find their perfect Edinburgh bolt hole.
We'd seen probably 50 or so different properties. I think for me, it's quiet, even though it's in the middle of the city centre. And it's old because it's 200 years old, but we've been able to bring it into being a contemporary house as well. Each room has a different theme, and with each one, we've chosen a big wallpaper or a really dark colour to start with. Things that we probably wouldn't have got away with in something which didn't have the high ceilings.
Doric House's layout consists of 2 floors. Stairs lead to a lower ground floor bathroom. At ground level, the entrance hallway leads to the kitchen, a drawing room, a guest bedroom, and the master bedroom.
So this is our favourite spot in the home. It's perfect for the bath, for the wood burner, and on a cold winter's night, it's a great place to relax.
And now the judges arrive for their first view of Doric House.
I've always wanted to see inside one of these.
It already looks impressive. Look at these incredible flower arrangements.
We've got a very unique piece of Edinburgh Newtown here, sort of single-story bit done by William Playfair.
Ooh, get
There
you!
go. Ooh. That's the stuff I'm meant to know, you know.
It's a big, wide, like double front door, but a really short building. What's that all about?
Well, that's not an accident. That was done on purpose so you could maintain the views over to see Carlton Hill.
Shall we go in?
Yep.
Lovely big doors.
That's posh, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the word for it, isn't it?
And it's so much taller than you'd think it would be looking at the outside.
Yeah, and so much light in here, which you really couldn't tell from outside. It's just absolutely filled, even though it's quite a monochromatic space.
It's a beautiful octagonal roof light, isn't it? And that's the advantage of not having floors above you.
That's true.
It's very interesting because you would normally expect a more dynamic stair going up the way, wouldn't you? As opposed to a stair going down the way.
All right, what's going on down there? Lovely herringbone carpet.
There's only one room down here. It looks like a bathroom. So obviously this has been converted. But you'd normally just floor that over. But I think this must have been done to try and just maintain all this. This would be a crime to have cut this off, actually.
I love the way that this frieze runs around the top. It accentuates the curve of this wall. And the door in that wall is curved as well. I'd love to see what's in there. Shall we go in? Oh, this is lush.
Look at these chevron floors. The boards are so short.
I love the dark walls all the way around. You can hardly even see the TV against that curved wall.
I love the way they've done sort of blocks of the paint. So the ceiling and the cornicing are left white, and then there's this big, bold, black wall, and then a little bit of white around the bottom on the paneling. It just makes it look so much fresher and cleaner. And how lovely to have an ottoman as a coffee table. It just feels so luxurious, doesn't it? Piled high with books and these magnificent hydrangeas, which are my favourite flower.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, these curtains being dark as well, like the same colour as the wall, so when you've got them closed over, you've just got the dark all around you.
I always think it adds such a sense of drama that you can change the character of one room so quickly from another. So the hall was all light and tall and airy, and we came straight into this slam into this kind of dark, enclosing kind of space.
It's a really good arrangement of furniture as well. So you've got the wood burner, so you can sit and enjoy the fire, read a book, but also you can just twist around this way and watch the TV. When you're not watching the TV, you can completely ignore it. It's like being in a luxury hotel.
I know, it's quite a boutique environment, isn't it?
Didn't actually notice from the outside, but that wall is curving completely symmetrically into the room, and it wasn't like that from the hall. I mean, just by doing that, you get thickening out the wall, you'll get a little press in there, presumably.
An Edinburgh press.
Yeah, so you don't get depressed in all the darkness.
Check it out. Even more glamour.
More grey.
Look at the Jeff Koons dogs up there. There's a bit of wit as well as glamour, isn't there?
And look at these huge extractor fans that kind of look like lights.
2. That's showing off, isn't it? Look at this beautiful, beautiful splashback. That looks like real marble. It's kind of similar colour tones to the other spaces that we've been, these sort of bronzy browns and greys. It's really kind of carrying through.
I think that's the thing that's keeping the glamour going, but without being over-detailed or decorative. It's just the quality of the materials, the sleek lines, the colours, and of course there's nothing more opulent than a great big piece of marble.
Can we just take a moment to talk about the stones in this sink? Are you seeing this? Why? I feel like I need answers, but also I don't really want to know.
What happens when you turn the tap on? Is it to stop splashing or something?
I don't know.
That's quite nice. Wow, that's a bedroom and a half.
It's a bedroom and a bath.
Oh, that's clever. Now look, there's the favourite spot here. So that's in between these two gorgeous armchairs, sitting next to each other at the foot of this beautiful bed opposite the fire. What a lovely, lovely favourite spot.
All through this home, we have been treated to a whole series of beautiful things that have raised that sense of feeling of glamour and opulence from the bed and the rooms and the colouring and the texturing. And it comes to its conclusion with the cast iron bath in the bedroom. I mean, it really doesn't get much more luxurious than that, does it?
And right in front of the window too. Let's hope the neighbours can't see in.
It's time for the judges to decide the scores for Doric House. Anna is holding her score back until they've all seen the final home.
I think the way it felt luxurious throughout was something that really appealed to me. It was playful at times. There's no rules or limits. That bath in the bedroom was just one example of that. They'd really gone in and chose to embrace this crazy style that was completely fun and a very genuine reflection of them. I'm going to give this home a 10.
It's been such a delight to visit a William Playfair building. In that era, you had Edwardian, you had Victorian, and you had Georgian. It's been very interesting to see a home, in a sense, decorated and linking to that heritage, whilst at the same time putting a very obvious and sometimes quite humorous take on it. I'm going to give this home a 10.
I think they've achieved a very good balance. The use of colour is really, really strong. Even though it's quite monochromatic in the wall colours, they've got strong colour coming in with wallpaper choices and soft furnishings. The effect that creates is a truly personal home, but one that actually respects the history of the interior as well.
The final contender is a renovated cottage in East Lothian. Jonah Cottage was built in 1690 and is home to Hannah, John and their son Samson. The couple bought the property in 2016, but their first viewing of the house was almost their last.
It was riddled with damp, dry rot, almost uninhabitable. We came back and we brought our builder, who's a family friend, and he just made us sort of realise that actually it was possible. We basically stripped the whole cottage back to the original stone walls and started again.
There were some points that weren't so fun, but seeing the end product, just the joy and the happiness that it brings for Samson as well. Growing up in this amazing house and the location, it's just something that I hope he'll always remember.
Originally 3 separate cottages, the buildings were redesigned to be one home by Hannah. The open-plan kitchen dining room leads to a snug and Samson's bedroom. At the other side of the kitchen is the master bedroom and family bathroom.
This is our favourite spot in the home. We had this custom-built window seat made to enjoy the view. And in particular, if you sit at this side, you can see the most spectacular sunsets all year round.
And now the judges get to see Jonah Cottage.
A rainy day by the seaside.
Yeah, we've got a lovely little fisherman's cottage. I think this is going to be quite titchy inside.
Yeah, and the bunting is just adding to this charming coastal feel, isn't it?
Shall we enjoy the view from somewhere warmer?
I love the floor in this corridor.
It's such a tinsy little hallway.
Oh, this is lovely. What a big space.
It's huge and so bright as well.
You can tell immediately that this has been altered, can't you? The rooms wouldn't have been like this. You can see from the downstand that there's a beam in there, so there would have been a wall there. And you can tell also from the doorway that there's a long hall all the way through. So this has obviously been knocked through from one cottage into another, actually.
I mean, what a view. I mean, that's all the sea in that view, isn't it? Beautiful.
I don't think I needed to see that to know that the people that live here love living here.
This feels like a room that has everything in it. It's got the kitchen and then the dining space, even the fireplace here. You could really just live in this one room, couldn't you?
That would have been the fire in this room. Isn't that amazing?
By knocking it through, they've created this brilliant multi-purpose family space, but also you get this incredible light by having a dual aspect, windows at both ends of the space. I'm also really surprised at how high the ceilings are.
How fun that they've framed the window with these beautiful string lights. And I've just noticed over here, the favourite spot. Of course it had to be here, didn't it? Such a fun room to be in. You can imagine sitting here around the table, socialising, and it's quite a versatile space because the kitchen is right there and it just feels perfect for a family and for socialising.
And you can look out at your own private beach.
I know, what a view.
Oh.
Strange, right? That's another front door. We've got 2 front doors. That can't be right. So this must have all been knocked through as well. So I think what we've actually got is 3 cottages in one.
And we've got what looks like a really fun kids' room through there in cottage number 3.
Isn't it so fun? I love this green shade. I just painted my living room almost the exact same colour.
Oh, wow, look at that. You get a much clearer idea of what these rooms would have actually been like, because that's where obviously the original wall was. It's tiny, isn't it? But cosy.
Next door feels like a room for activities, doesn't it? It feels like you could be busy in there and have family time. But in here, it's more of a retreat, somewhere you'd sort of walk into and dim the lights and really relax in here.
It's ideal on a kind of like blustery, cold day. You could just close all the doors and get this room lovely and warm and cosy. I've also noticed that this is a new opening, obviously, between Cottage 2 and Cottage 3, but they've reused or salvaged the architraves, maybe from elsewhere in the home, and the door as well, which makes it feel really, really harmonious, like it was always there, but it's also really respectful to the architecture, as well as being a sustainable move. Oh, this is a much bigger room than the snug being used for the master bedroom.
Sorry, I just have to take a moment to notice just how thick this wall is. It's fantastic. It gives you a wee threshold, actually, before you come into the bedroom.
It's like a room in itself.
Yeah.
I think it's really good that they've given themselves a really generous space for the master bedroom. The snug can be snug. It's only got to fit a sofa in. You know, this is like a king-size bed, and it's a luxury to be able to have that in a home of this kind of proportion.
It's funny to have your bedroom coming off of such a busy room out there. You know, there's the kitchen and dining room, and then you've got your bedroom over here. I can imagine at times that must feel strange to sort of head through to bed from that room.
Yeah, that's a thought. So you've got to go straight from your bedroom into the dining room.
Yeah, you kind of have to travel through to get to any other room in the house.
What an amazing spot to spend the afternoon, sitting in your garden, looking out at that beautiful cove.
I don't think I'd ever get tired of looking at that view, would you?
And what a way to spend an evening, just looking out, enjoying it, even going for a dip.
Oh, maybe not today, Kate.
How will the judges rate Jonah Cottage? Kate's score is under wraps.
I really like the way the spaces in this home interconnect and all the spaces communicate into this room. They've gone for quite a typical seaside palette. I might have put a little bit more edge into it. I'm going to give this home an 8.
If I had my way, I think I would argue that every single home should be built by the sea. Water is just such a calming element, and it flows through this building. It's really, really delightful kind of characters instilled into every room, actually. It clearly works for the family that are living here. You get the sense that it flows in the same way that the sea does. I'm going to give this home a 9.
Well, I love a seaside theme, so I think I was always going to enjoy being in such a perfectly charming little home. And they took a lot of inspiration from the outside as well, with those pops of colours, and there was lots of blues. They really enjoyed a feature wall in this home, which I always love to see. They had an interesting layout in terms of the snug and the master bedroom. I think I would have swapped them over and had one side of the home that was more for sleeping and another side that was for socialising and relaxing.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, they can see how their scores compare and reveal this week's finalist. First, it was Michael who held back his score for Castle Glimpse in Leith.
A sort of personalised, colourful apartment. I gave it a 9. Kate, you also gave it a 9. Michael.
Well, I must admit, I thought this was a really delightful restoration of a building that was actually quite in a terrible condition. Very individualistic, and I actually loved the colour palette. It was like being inside a painting, I thought. So I gave Castle Glimpse a 9 as well.
Oh, I love it when we all agree. So that gives Castle Glimpse 27.
Next, Anna is yet to reveal her score for Doric House in Edinburgh city centre.
Michael, you gave it a 10. Kate, you also gave it a 10. Well, I just thought it was spectacular. I've always wanted to go inside one of these homes, and they really, really did the architecture and the location and their lifestyle justice with this amazing refurbishment. So I also gave the Doric house a 10.
Ooh, full marks.
Full marks, a big 30.
And finally, Kate's score is revealed for Jonah Cottage in East Lothian.
I gave it an 8. Michael gave it a 9. Kate?
Oh, I just love a little coastal cottage, and I think the way that they'd embraced this nautical theme throughout, I thought that was lovely with the bunting and all the little sort of additional touches. It felt like they'd really embraced the view and taken those colours throughout the home. I really enjoyed it, and I give it an 8.
Okay, so that gives Jonah Cottage 25. Which means that the stunning Doric house goes through to the final.
That is an incredibly worthy winner.
That's wonderful news, isn't it? It really is an amazing home.
Doric House wins in Lothian and is one step closer to claiming the title Scotland's Home of the Year. Next time,
It's like that.
the judges visit the Highlands
We got like 2 purple swans and a quarter of a zebra.
as the search continues for Scotland's Home of the Year.